Hey everyone, it's Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my flows are all about accessibility, meeting you where you are on the mat. And if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Today's flow, we will focus on releasing tension. That's right. So, how this flow is designed, we're going to start our practice with setting an intention for today's practice, tapping into a warm up, doing a couple of rounds of yoga. And then our Shavasana will start with a releasing tension meditation. We're going to do a body scan that has a focus on releasing tension, and then we'll end it all with Shavasana. So, if you have your blocks or any other props, feel free to bring them. I am sitting on mines today, and let's get started. So, however you want your body to be in an easy seated pose, it could be legs straight out in a 45-degree angle, how my legs are propositioned up now or propped. I'm actually going to get into an easy seated pose, crisscross applesauce, a more traditional here. And feel free to close your eyes if that feels okay for you. If not, a soft gaze works. And let's set an intention for today's practice. This could be personal, yoga related, or a little bit of both, but something that you can return to throughout today's practice. And connecting your body to the earth beneath you, whether you are touching the ground, sitting on blocks, really just connecting yourself with the earth beneath you. Setting your intention for today's practice. Taking a couple of deep breaths, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Noticing if you can feel tension already in your body and not changing, but just taking note. Taking your deepest inhale in today's practice thus far, and exhale through your mouth. Beginning to open your eyes if they have been closed. Let's get started. So, in our warm up, we're going to actually start in a tabletop position. So, checking our alignment here. So, knees over our hips, over our knees, and then shoulders over wrist here. Fingertips are spread wide as your palms touch your mat or floor, wherever you're practicing at here. And we're going to inhale, drop our bellies, and look towards our eyebrows here. Toes could be tucked or untucked, whatever works best for you. Exhale, round your spine, or think of your belly button going towards your spine here for our cow pose. Now, breathing into your cat cow pose on your own, moving through a couple of them any way you like. You can add some movement, some fluidity to it, but moving through this cat cow with your breath here. Moving through one more cat cow. Then meet me in a neutral spine position. Next thing we're going to move through is a bird dog pose. So straightening your right leg back. And then with your left arm here, you can just bring it up a couple of inches, half a feet in front of you here. This could be your bird dog. Or if you like a little challenge, you can lift that back leg. So your right leg here. And you can also lift your opposite arm. And if you're shaking like me already, girl, it is okay. We welcome the shakes. Breathing through. Then return back to your tabletop position, repeating on the opposite side here. So straightening out your left leg, bringing your arm forward here. Again, this could be your bird dog, or you can begin to lift that opposite leg and arm here. Breathing through. Welcoming all the shakes and breathing through it. Return to a tabletop position. And now let's tap into a child's pose here. So widening your knees here and then touching your two big toes together, bringing your hips back or sitting them back, and then straightening your arms out in your child pose. Noticing any tension here in your body. Inhale, looking straight up. Return to your tabletop position. Now tucking your toes, pushing your hips back and up for our first downward dog of today's practice. So in your downward dog, your hands are pressing away from the earth. Heels could be on the ground or lifted, whatever feels best for you or what's in your practice. You can find stillness in your dog or begin to pedal your feet out and take your dog for a walk, whatever feels best for you. Looking to the top of your mat, widening your stance here as you walk towards the top of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Hands could be rested on your block here. Knees generously bent. And feel free to add a sway if you like. Pressing into all four corners. And feel free to walk your hands up your legs, your thighs here. Just your clothes if you need to. And inhale, sweeping your hands up, gazing at your thumbs here. Feet firmly pressed into your mat. And exhaling, release and relax your shoulders here. Bring your hands to your side. All right, let's start flowing. So in the center of your mat here, your feet will be hip width apart as you look straight in front of you here. Inhale, sweeping your hands up. Exhale, bring it down to a forward fold. Again, using those blocks or reaching towards your mat, whatever works for you. Inhale, halfway lift. So knees can be bent and your shoulders are moving away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Now, walking your feet back here to meet me in a downward dog. Inhale, sweeping your right leg up here. Bend your right leg here, so bending at your knee. And then opening up here for a nice hip opener. Straighten up that back leg. And then step into warrior two. So in our warrior two, our front knee is bent here, heel arch alignment for your feet, and you're gazing at your middle finger here. So we're here in a warrior two. Feel free to actually find stillness or add some pulses to your warrior two, whatever feels best for you today. Placing your right hand now on your upper right thigh and bring your left arm over your head here for an extended side angle. Arms could also, or forearm could also rest on that upper right thigh, or you can grab your block and then place your right hand on the block or working towards your mat. So, whatever extended side angle you would like to tap into today, it's up to you. And feel free to switch it up. Reverse your warrior. Now, left hand is resting on your back left leg, and you're sweeping your right arm up here for reverse warrior. Front knee still bent. Now, we're going to take our right hand here and bring it either on our right thigh or on your mat or working towards the ground. Bending into your right knee, we're going to lift up our back leg here for a half moon split. A half moon pose. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it that, y'all. And so here, your straight leg that is standing up could be bent or straight. And then also your hand that is raised could be raised or on your hips. So whatever works best for you. And your gaze, you can look downward, straight in front of you, or to your hand. So to get out of this, we're going to lower our back leg and then go back into warrior two. Cartwheel to your mat here. And then we're going to go into a full or supported plank, bringing our head, our crown forward, lowering down to our bellies. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Let's repeat on the opposite side. Inhale, sweeping your left leg up, bending at your knee, opening up your hips. Straighten your left leg, step into warrior two. Front leg bend here, extended side angle of your choice. Reverse warrior. Now sweeping your left arm above your head here, front knee still bent. Half splits pose. So working to bring up that back leg here. You're resting your arm either on the block or the ground. Half splits. All right, let's get out of here. Bringing that back leg down onto the earth. Warrior two. Cartwheel to supported or full plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right, let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, sweeping your right leg up, bending that knee. Inhale, straighten it. Step into warrior two. Extended side angle of your choice. Reverse warrior. Half moon pose. Warrior two. Cartwheel to full or supported plank. Lower down to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sweeping your left leg up, bending at your knee, opening your hips, straighten up that back leg, step into warrior two. Extended side angle of your choice. Reverse warrior. Half moon pose. Inviting all wobbles. Bringing that leg down. Warrior two. Cartwheel to the front. Stepping into a full or supported plank. Inhale, cobra. Pushing up to your supported plank. Bringing your knees wide. And now let's sit into a child's pose. Inhale, looking up. Coming into the tabletop position. Now swinging your legs over to the right or left side. Sitting down in an easy sit-up pose here with your legs out. And now we're going to lay back and get ready for our body scan. And in this body scan, we will focus on releasing tension. Feel free to move your blocks, kick them, do whatever you like, as we will not need them for the rest of today's practice. So, settling into our mats before we jump into Shavasana, as we always do, I like for us to do a body scan. And this body scan will focus on releasing tension, but we're actually going to bring the tension to our bodies. Notice that feeling and then release it. So, starting with your right foot here, you're going to curl your right foot. Imagine you're trying to pick up something on the floor and you're curling. Think of like a claw, bringing tension to your right foot, and notice how it feels. While you breathe into your body, and on your next exhale, release your right foot. Noticing the difference between that tense and feeling and then releasing. Now moving up to your calf and upper thigh. Take your right foot and point your big toe inward. So imagine you're like pointing your big toe towards yourself. Feel the stretch probably at the bottom of your foot, the back of your calf, your upper thigh. And feel that tension in your right leg. On your next exhale, release. Now curling your left foot. So bringing that tension to your left foot. Imagine you're trying to pick something up with your toes. You're crunching it. Think of that claw. And notice how this side feels. Bringing the tension to your feet here. And on your next exhale, release. Now working your way up to your calf and upper thigh. Pointing your big toes and all of your toes inward. So flexing that foot inward here, bringing tension to your left leg. And on your next exhale, release. Now working your way up, we're going to squeeze our butt cheeks here. Squeeze them, bringing tension here. Still squeezing. And on your next exhale, release. And now working our way up to your abdomen, squeezing in your belly as much as you can. Squeeze, 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 and release, letting your belly expand. Now tighten your right hand, making a fist, and bend at your right elbow. Feel free to place your tightened fist on your stomach, abdomen, ribs, whatever feels comfortable for you, and squeeze, 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 and release. Repeating on the opposite side, squeezing your left hand, bending your left elbow here. Squeeze, 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 and release. And now focusing on your shoulders, we're going to bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And you're going to give me the biggest, I don't know. So squeeze, squeezing, squeezing, and release your shoulders away from your ears. Now moving up to your face with your jaw, you're going to open your mouth as wide as you can and as comfortable. And release. Now, focusing on your eyebrows, you're going to raise your eyebrows as high as they can and as comfortable. And squeeze and squeeze and release. Now, we're going to actually bring tension into our entire bodies. So, as we think about our lower half, you're either going to curl your feet and tighten your butt, or you're going to flex your toes inward. So, as we tighten our entire body, you can make the best choice for you for that option. So, now tightening up your whole body, squeezing, squeezing, and release. And one more time, squeeze, 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 feeling all that tension and release. Now, as we prep for Shavasana, feel free to continue to have your eyes closed, or a soft gaze can work, looking down at your belly button or feet. And return to your intentions that you said earlier in today's practice. And notice if there's any tension still left in your body. And if it is, don't try to change it, just make a note and begin to breathe into your body. If you have more time to sit in Shavasana, I will always encourage you to. However, if you're coming out with the rest of us, take your deepest inhale of today's practice and exhale. Begin to return to your surroundings. This could look like opening your eyes if they have been closed, wiggling your fingers and toes, and just reconnecting with your surroundings. Turning to the right or left side of your body to a fetal position. And let's just lay here for a second and pushing yourself up. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. Come back to this practice not only when you want to move your body, but when you want to release tension. Until next time, bye.